Hey, it's 2023! What? Yeah. Channel update time. And for those of you who are tuning in who are like, why am I watching this? I don't know why you're watching this. I'll be honest with you. I've tried to make this video like 4,000 times over the past year just to update everybody with what's going on with the channel. But at the end of the day, I'm kind of like, who cares? You know, but I kind of tell myself, you know, why do you do YouTube? And you do YouTube for you. So that's kind of my thing. I do YouTube for me, because it's YouTube, right? Like you do it for you, that sort of thing. I am making this video to talk a little bit about what's going on with the channel, some updates on what's happening, what's the haps, what's changing, what's not changing, what am I celebrating this year, and so on. So first off, for those of you who are not aware, today is the 24th anniversary of the North American release of Castlevania 64, a game that I hold near and dear. I did just release a massive 45-minute review on it. Was very, very happy with the results of not only the video itself, which I really consider like my best review to date at this point in time. I spent 4 months on it. I started working on it in September. I was working on multiple other things, and I was trying to get a review out for Halloween, which was the Castlevania Order of Shadows review. That was like, I put that out in 2 weeks. It was like, oh shoot, I've been working on this Castlevania 64 review and it's nowhere near done. I haven't filmed any live action. Nothing is done. Oh boy. All right, well, I guess I'll put something else out. And overall, I was happy with it. The Action Man review came out in September. I believe it was September. Action Man Search for Base X. I've been wanting to review that game for like, oh God, like 9 years, 8 years, something like that. I mean, I've been holding on to the game and playing it and really enjoying it. It's got a great soundtrack, and it's a fun game. So I think if you haven't seen that one, go check it out. It's a lot of fun. But what does that mean for today? What else is happening today? Well, today is the 11th anniversary of the release of my first review. January 26th, 2012. Yeah, I can count. 2012 was when I put out my first review. Don't go searching for it. You won't find it. It's unlisted. It's terrible. I did a review on Metroid. And then I re-reviewed it about 2 years later in like 2014 when I actually kind of figured out what I was doing with this show. With Dude, You Haven't Played This Game. And so go check that out, because there's a brand new commentary for patrons. So if you want to hear about the re-review, it's out now with a brand new title card, which, you know, everybody can see the updated title card, but only those who are patrons can listen to the director's cut commentary. You know, I don't really advertise the Patreon that often. I don't hit you over the head with it. Or the subscribe button or any of that. You know, over the years, I've kind of been poking fun at a lot of the YouTube stuff. You know, like this video, subscribe to this video. And, you know, like, listen, you're adults. The people who are watching this are adults. They are not children. You know, if you like my content, to subscribe or not. You know. You know, you could take 5 minutes of your time and watch a review and be like, this is stupid. Why does he have skits? I don't want this. And then you're done. It's like, cool. All right. Move on. See you later. And there's those of you who get what I do and you love it, and thank you. You know, that's awesome. That's been really cool. So I appreciate anyone who's liked a video, who's subscribed, who has commented on a video over the past 11 years. It's been a wild ride. So I really do appreciate that. But yeah, I don't hit people over the head with the Patreon, because I view it as, you know, a kind of a tip jar in a way, but at the same time, like, I use them. I don't make any money from YouTube, okay? I don't make money from Google AdSense, really. Very rarely, maybe once a year, I'll make a little, you know, cash. But, you know, this is just for fun. This is just for the love and appreciation of video games, which I love. So Is there a Patreon? Yes. It's patreon.com/dongled. Do you have to subscribe? No, it's completely optional. Totally optional. For those of you who do want to subscribe, we offer a lot of really cool stuff, a lot of neat benefits, give you updates every month on new stuff, new content that's coming out. And we do a lot of fun stuff on there. There is also a Discord, which the link's down below. It's 18 plus. And other than that, it's, is what it is. I don't know. That's about it. That's my pitch. I'm not trying to, become some superstar. I'm just doing this just for fun. So what does the Patreon help with? It helps with paying for props, for reviews. It helps with paying people when they do something for me, which is cool. When somebody makes a song for me, or when somebody hooks me up with some art, that sort of thing. I do plan on replacing the Dongled logo that you see in the banner. Not that anybody probably cares, but I think that banner is horrendous. It's ugly. I put it together myself, and that shows the talent, which I have very little of, as far as creating banners at least, because I've tried 6 ways to Sunday to try to fix this banner and I can't. So I'm going to try to simplify. I'm going to take all the logos out, and I need somebody to redesign my logo so that it looks like the Castlevania font, like the old retro style Castlevania font, the classic Vania font, if you will, and just says Dongled. So I need to get somebody on that. Yeah. But that's it as far as the Patreon stuff goes. So go check out the Metroid review director's cut commentary. It's up now. If you're a patron, you can go check it out. And I release those like monthly on the Patreon. Other than that, what else is happening this year? Well, I've got several reviews planned for this year, and then that's it, really. Been doing this for 11 years. In that course of time, you've seen me go gray. You've seen, you know that I have 2 kids now. I've, married and got a house and everything. And it's been cool. It's been a wild ride, and I have enjoyed it. And I'm not going to stop, but I'm not going to be like, okay, I finished a review. I got to work on the next one. That's not happening. I've got 4 reviews left in the chamber of stuff that I really want to get done. One of which is a Castlevania Legacy of Darkness review. That is happening. So don't worry, that'll be touched on sometime this year. It's going to be another big review, or bigger review. It's not going to be bigger than the Castlevania 64 review, but it'll definitely be big. So I just need a breather in between that. So there's another review that I'm working on that's coming out, and I'm very excited about it because the skit is super silly. And, kind of reminiscent of the Princess Hacks, the Mario Princess Hacks review that I did last year, but also a mix of like the Ghost in the Shell standalone complex review too. So I think people will enjoy it. It's also got a little bit of the Metal Gear Snake's Revenge review as well. It's got a little bit of that in there too. So kind of a mix of a bunch of different reviews in terms of the skit ideas. So when you see it, you'll be like, wow, okay, that's super silly. Other than that, I have nothing else planned for reviews this year. I've got like a mini review, and then I think one other review, and then that's it. So I don't know. I'm not ending the show. I'm just like taking a breather from it so I can go do other stuff on the channel. One of which is a new series I'm working on, which is going to be fun. It's probably going to be a YouTube Shorts series, which I aim to get out once a week. And it's called Just the Tip. Yep. Just the Tip. It's a weekly code reveal series where I basically dress up as a character called the Code Master. And I give you a hint or tip for a video game. And that's about it. It's pretty simple. Shout out to Daniel Greenberg for hooking me up with the logo for that. He's done a number of my logos in the past, so I'm very happy with the logo that he created. It's designed like the classified information logo from the Nintendo Power. So I'm very excited for this series. It's going to be a lot of fun to do, and it's going to be able to get content out the door quicker, shorter for sure, but also quicker and more to it. So I think people will really enjoy it. So look forward to that sometime in 2023. Other than that, I do have other stuff planned. XVGM Radio, my podcast, is celebrating its 100th episode. It's a fan picks episode coming out, I think, around April. So you can get your picks in by sending in an email to xvgmradio@gmail.com and title it Episode 100 and send us any song that you want to hear for video game music, and we'll play it. So if it's a licensed song, we can't play it. Like if it's, like Tony Hawk, like, Superman or whatever, by Goldfinger. You're not going to be able to play that, unfortunately. But, which is a good song, by the way. But, yeah, it's just, I can't believe it. 5 years I've been doing that show, and very happy doing it. Justin and I have a blast recording it. And so you'll be able to check out future episodes in the future right here on the channel. Noob Repair and Gaming Linguistics, I swear I have not forgotten about them. Gaming Linguistics is a video I've been wanting to put out for over a year, and it is intentionally wrong names, meaning games that I refuse to call their proper names. Stuff like Contra Hard Corps and Faxanadu, that sort of stuff. So you'll be looking forward to that. It's like a top 5 video or something like that. It's just going to be fun. It's going to be goofy. And then I've got another Gaming Linguistics video planned. Noob Repair, I have one video that, it really just needs to get done and be put out because it's like a product spotlight on something that I'm like, hey, this does this and it's cool and I think people will really like it. And it's kind of limited. It's kind of not out there. Not a lot of people talk about it, so I feel like it's something to bring to light. So look forward to that. The biggest thing as far as the channel goes is the switch over to Castlevania content. You may have noticed in the past year, 2 years, that my content has dramatically shifted away from things like random unboxings and random videos, random top 5s, to be very Castlevania news and Castlevania reviews and retrospectives centric. And there's a reason for that. It's my ultimate passion is to deliver content based on Castlevania. And I really like being, considered the go-to source by a lot of people. People hit me up all the time when new Castlevania news pops up. Are you going to talk about this? Oh, did you see this? I think that's really cool. So I've been putting out more of that content, and I'll continue to put out more. We just released a massive interview not too long ago, earlier this month, with Jeremy Blaustein, who was the translator/localizer of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. In that video, it's like a 40-something minute interview. It's a nice little podcast type style interview where you could learn a little bit about Symphony of the Night's localization, how it was translated. Some of the stuff that just kind of floored me was released in that video, and I'm just still kind of like, oh my god, I can't believe it. So there's a lot of really interesting tidbits and information. Jeremy Blaustein has never talked specifically about Symphony of the Night to the press. People haven't reached out to him. I don't know why, but I tried to look up interviews with him specifically on Symphony of the Night and nothing. So it was really cool to learn some of this information that I didn't know, and just to kind of put it out there for the world to see. And that's kind of been my goal, is to get content that nobody else has for Castlevania and deliver it to you guys. So I hope you appreciate that, and I hope you appreciate the shift in Castlevania content for the channel. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you. There will be other content that's released. It's just not going to be as much. It's not going to be as often. And I'm not going to release a video if I don't have something important to say about it. So, cheers to you for sticking around till the end of this video. My lukewarm tea is slowly dying. I also wanted to say that I'm going to be getting rid of some games. I'm going to be going through my collection over the next year and getting rid of, my goal is 50. I'd like to get rid of 50 games. I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 9 games so far that I'm going to be getting rid of. And I'm just, it's stuff that like is just sitting in my collection that I either have no interest in playing anymore, or I have duplicates of, which is very rare because I generally don't collect duplicates of games. Or maybe I like bought a complete in box game and then like gutted it, kept the box and the manual, and then had a second copy of the game, that sort of thing. So there's that. I don't know. You see all the games behind me. I would like to try to, bring my collection down to stuff that I really am going to play. And part of this is I would buy a game and it'd be super cheap, and then I would let it sit and rot in my collection. And over the years, what I would do is, maybe every 2 years or 3 years, I would sit down with maybe like 15 games and be like, all right, do I want to keep this in my collection? Let me play it. And I would sit down, play it, and be like, nope, this sucks. I'm getting rid of it. Or, no, this is awesome. Surprisingly, I'm going to review it, or I'm going to, keep it. So that's kind of the name of the game as far as that goes. I don't know. I got nothing else. What did we cover today? We covered the shift in content for Castlevania going forward, the need of a Dongled logo for the banner, which I need, the shift in content as far as, dude, you haven't played this game. It'll still be around, but it won't be nearly as frequent. Last year was a very profitable year in terms of content. I was able to put out a review almost every single month, which was amazing. So I don't know. I don't know what happened, but it is what it is. What else did we talk about? The XVGM 100th episode is coming. The Gaming Linguistics and Noob Repair shows are not forgotten. They're just kind of, neglected. And there will be content coming in 2023 for those. And dude, you haven't played this game is fun to do, but it's one of those things where I don't want to do it as often as I want it to be special if I'm going to do it. And that's kind of been a mantra of mine for the past few years, where I'm not going to put out a review on something that I don't have something personal to say about it. So that's it. I feel like there's something else, but I don't think so. Cheers! And we'll see you for more content in the future.